Good day, folks. Welcome to Financial Statement Analysis, Accounting 315 and Finance 315, Spring 2021. What we're going to do is we're going to do a brief welcome and introductory component. We're going to do a review of the syllabus. We're going to show you how Canvas is organized and how to use it. And then we'll talk a little bit about the first assignment, getting to know each other. So let's just start off with everything is on Canvas now. But, of course, plan, do, check, act, continuous improvement. So I have everything out there, but I've learned a lot from a lot of the previous classes, the previous one we just did in an intersession, a lot of what's happening in the world today. So I'm going to make certain adjustments. You may find everything is out there, but we're going to be adding things in as we go. I'll be revising all of the dates and a few other things. So be aware of that. At the same time, everything is changing. And the first thing I'd like you to do is, Larry Fink is, he's the CEO of BlackRock, and he's really taking a look and changing how we look at things from the ESG perspective. So, and I think it's a focus on climate change. I want you to read the letter. If you click on the link below, you'll see it, but you'll see that there's this fundamental change happening. And I think it's important as we analyze our financial statements going forward. So you do want to read that. How can you be successful in this class? Well, online learning compared to online teaching. Online teaching is passive and online learning is active. Okay? This course has been built to facilitate your learning. You need to engage, not just watch lectures, read, and take a quiz. Successful students plan and organize their time. This is especially true if you're taking Accounting 302 at the same time. My suggestion is you plan your time to get this done earlier than later to help you make your life easier. So plan and organize. Know what's going on, what the due dates are. Okay? Watch the weekly video when it is issued. Don't not look at it. It has valuable information, updates you on dates, deliverables, and some commentary about what's going on in the world of finance that impacts financial statement analysis. So do that. So that's how to be successful in this class. I have the distinct privilege of knowing many of you and working with you, but if you don't, I have my undergraduate degree from SUNY Fredonia. My graduate degree is from RIT. I'm also a certified public accountant. Broad base of experience over the years. I practiced public accounting for a few years. I spent a good portion of my career at HSBC, leaving as a senior vice president. I worked in accounting policy and procedures, did internal, external accounting, solved problems, spent a lot of time on that. Organizational change, I worked on that, and I led a business team of $1 billion business or in retail and small business customers in 25 locations. Then became executive director of the Southwest Planning Committee, where I did housing, community, and economic development. Geneseo was actually my fourth career, and I started teaching a course on leadership, and I've been full-time since 2009. For a fourth career, that's not half bad. I teach finance, organizational behavior, and this summer I did an accounting class. My focus is on applied learning. What can you do with with the topics that we have here? It's all about what you can do. As many of you know, I'm the advisor to the Student Managed Investment Fund, Director of School of Business Interns, where I work with career and internship. Then I'm involved, my community involvement is around food accessibility and providing food to those in need through many sources. So I'm the treasurer of the Westside Farmers Market and St. Peter's Kitchen. And we'll talk about some of that as we're going. Now, let's take a look at the syllabus. Let's now take a look at our syllabus. This course is intended to give you a clear understanding of how to analyze financial statements. That starts with understanding the company, understanding the company's strategy, and we tie strategy to historical performance. And then we understand the financial impact of what the company has done, which enables us to do forecasts, which enables us to do valuation. So it's a logical sequence, but we got to start at the very beginning. So we're going to take a look at a lot of different things here, and you can read all this. The successful students, you will be able to understand the purpose of financial statement analysis, apply a 6-step model that we have. How do you use multiple sources of information to evaluate it? And be based on a series of reliable pieces of information. Okay. How do we use current, the Wall Street Journal, McKinsey, other sources, The Economist, Bloomberg, to identify and evaluate what's happening today and its impact on the company? Understand how a company makes money. Really be able to get this cash flow, income statement, and balance sheet. Be able to understand and interpret it. Understand the concept of quality of financial reporting, and implement commonly used valuation models. And that'll build your Excel skills. And then how do you present your analysis and valuation, both in an oral and a written way? I do say this is not an entry-level class, but it assumes that you have a basics of grounding in accounting and finance. For those preparing for the CFA exam and the CPA exam, this course will give you a strong foundation for success in those tests. This is the course materials that you will find that they give you for those that want to go more into depth on topics. These are great resources. They are not like you have to buy them. So how are we going to evaluate you? First assignment is getting to know each other. And we're going to talk about all of these in a moment. Applying financial statement analysis in real time. Participation in real-time presentations. There will be 2 quizzes, each worth 18, and you're going to be working on an application project, research project through the whole semester. So a good piece is that. That gives us 100. Here is how we break them down. Quizzes will be online in Canvas. Focus on application of material and not memorization. There are going to be multiple choice, fill in the blank, short answer. Dates are indicated below. Right now, the world is changing. We have COVID-19, the impact of Black Lives Matter, environmental issues, and other factors that are discussed in the overview lecture that you will get once you're done with this. And a lot of these things are going to have an impact on the firm's strategies today and tomorrow, and thus their financial future. To better understand what's happening in the world today and how it applies to financial statement analysis, you're going to be working in teams of 2. You have to pick your own partner. I'll provide you an article, and then you present your findings in real time. And we can schedule these based on your schedule, my schedule, and you're going to need to consider what the article is saying, the impact on the company's strategies, and the impact on current and financial results. Now, that's this piece right here. It's worth 10 points. Then you need to participate in discussions around these. You need to participate in 5 real-time discussions. So there'll probably be about 20 presentations. You have to attend 5 of them. And for those of you that have done this before, we know they're very interactive, and we all learn from it. Each student will be working on a project. These are individual projects, although we may put the last one together. Purpose is to ensure that you can transfer the knowledge from what you're learning through the lectures and readings to practice. I'll have some companies for you to select from. If you want to use another company, that's fine. We just need to chat beforehand, okay? First 2 submissions are asynchronous, meaning you do a presentation, you do your PowerPoint, audio, video, and Excel, and you post it. The third one we can do either. So we may, your choice of whether you want to do it live or record it. First day of class, obviously it's February 2nd, not February 1st. Getting to know you exercise is February 3rd to 7th. Team formation, you need to get me the names by February 10th. We're going to do this over the semester, but once we have the names, I can start assigning articles and pieces. The first quiz will be on February 23rd, and the quiz is available anytime between 12:01 that day and 11:59. Once you start, you need to finish, but you have a full 24 hours to start it. And there'll be suggestions as to how long the quiz will take as we get closer. Application Project 1 is due no later than Thursday, March 1st. And many of these dates are no later than. Earlier application is encouraged. We have some rejuvenation days, the 2nd, 4th, and the 22nd. We will schedule nothing on those days. Application Project 2 is due no later than April 1st. It's not an April Fool's joke. Quiz 2 will be April 20th. And then we need to have all the real-time presentations completed by April 25th. And Application Project 3 due no later than May 3rd. And then the presentations will schedule between the 3rd and the 11th. Now, we'll go through some of this when we get to Canvas, but there's background resources out there in Canvas, so things you should already know. But if you don't, then you should take a look at that. So if you've taken 311 with me, a lot of what you did there is that's the base as we're moving forward. So what are we going to look at? What are the mega themes? Economic conditions, because companies are operating within that. How does a firm make money? How does strategy drive the financial performance of the firm? We then move into Module 3, Accounting and Auditing Considerations and Analysis. We look at quality of financial reports, revenue recognition, leases and topics, business combinations. So these are some of the key accounting and auditing considerations that we need to look at. So Module 1, 2, and 3 will be the subject of the first quiz. We then move into how do we analyze financial statements, and we're going through a step-by-step process here. Now, then we're going to take a little look at IFRS, move into forecasting, valuation, pulling it all together. So these are the resources that are available to you. I encourage you to take advantage of all of these. Now, we're going to end the video right here because videos should be in, I'm going to try to keep them all in that about 15 minutes time frame so that you can absorb that. When we do get into some of the presentations, they may be longer, but right now we're going to stop. We're going to come back in a minute and we're going to take a look at Canvas and the first assignment. And as always, if you have questions, do let me know.